The Manchester United fans have given up on the team. Have they given up on Ten Hag? Well, after the embargoed version of the press conference from yesterday and the quotes released from that, I think a few fans have given up on Erik Ten Hag as well. Wow, what are you doing, Eric? Like, seriously, where is your head at right now? Overachievement to get to an FA Cup semi-final? Like, you cannot say the things that you are saying to Manchester United fans and try and cover it up by using the media as an excuse for why fans are actually thinking the way they're thinking. I'm going to get into all of that. I'm going to give you my opinion. He has gone down again in my estimation just by opening his mouth right now. This is Forever United TV. I'm Adam. I'm annoyed. I'm really wound up with what Ten Hag has said again. There's loads going on with the football club. We've got some Casemiro and Varane updates for you as well. More transfer news to bring in as well. And Manchester United fans on the Monday after that so-called massive achievement get hundreds, if not thousands, of season tickets sent back for the Wednesday game against Sheffield United, which is tonight. So fans giving up, it would seem. Fans are talking with their feet. I cannot be asked watching this club. The season is over as far as the league is concerned. You try and explain that, Eric, and tell us that that is all opinion driven from what's said on social media. Fans just cannot be asked watching shit. That's all it is. And that's what we are this season. Okay, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm only joking. There's not much to add to it. Well, there's loads to add. But in terms of rounding it up there, like, seriously, Ten Hag, he had a shovel out before. He was digging himself a big hole. He's gone to a hire shop, and he's ordered himself an excavator, and he's just speeded up the process. Here comes the big digger. Big scoop, out it comes. Let's make this hole bigger. And while he's doing that, he's got the joiners there with the extra nails, nailing his coffin shut to put into that hole. What the hell is Erik Ten Hag talking about? And why is he talking complete and utter nonsense right now? I'm going to get into what he said. There's loads to get into. Like, I'm not surprised. I've seen some tweets pop up from journalists who were in the press conference yesterday, and I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, rewriting history from Samuel Luckhurst? And then I thought, oh, do you know what? I need to look into this here because the embargoed version of the press conference has come out. The extra bit that we didn't get yesterday. And the only extra bit that we thought we'd actually hear some talk about Sheffield United, like the actual game, that is completely irrelevant, it would seem, right now, according to this press conference. That's where the standards are at right now and where everyone's focus is. So, yeah, I looked into that and I went, oh, what the actual F are you talking about, Eric? Like, seriously, you cannot say the things you were saying. Like, it is okay. I'm going to open this up to everyone as well in the chat. So you give me your opinions. You may think I'm being over the top. You may think I'm being slightly one-sided when it comes to his comments and how it's come across. I'm going to give you my opinion on what I feel this is done for Eric in terms of where I'm at as a fan, a match-going fan. I pay thousands every single season to follow and watch United. Everyone's got a different angle from this. Everyone sees things differently, and that's what we like on Forever United TV. Get everyone's opinions on it from all sides and all angles. But I'm just going to go into some of the stuff that's been said, and it's just it's really annoying. It really is. So Erik Ten Hag, I can see the fans are not happy with it, but they get fed opinions. I heard that fans are very happy we are again in the FA Cup final. Even for United, it is not business as usual. They were not so often in a final, and they were never in 2 times in a row. That's one of the quotes. Like, straight out, I'm going to get into that first before I go into anything else. Fans are fed opinions. Fans are not fed opinions. Fans are the ones giving opinions, Eric. Like, the journalists are asking questions after an inept disaster, absolute capitulation class against Coventry, and that's what it was. And to give him some credit, he did say I was angry, I overanalyzed it again, I watched it back, and it's frustrating how the game went. But he also said we were unlucky at 3-2 and 3-3. So he's saying now we were unlucky with a penalty and we were unlucky with the deflection. Was Bruno Fernandes' shot going to go in if it didn't take a deflection, Eric? It cannot be one rule for one and one rule for another. Stop making excuses for things that are happening in the game. The reason I am angry right now, actually I need to bring up another quote, it's winding me up. Erik Ten Hag on winning the FA Cup and what it would mean to Manchester United. Question. This is where it got me. It's over performing with all the problems we have had. Oh, God! Seriously, getting into a final is already a big achievement, but we are here for trophies. We are not satisfied by being in the final. Contradiction. We want to win it, and that is our mentality. That is why we are successful. Are we not? Did he not just say we're overachieving and we are successful? Where are we? That's why I am successful over 10 years as a manager. I always bring out the maximum of each squad. Oh! Right. Okay, Eric. I know it's pushing me close to actually giving up on him, this, to be honest, like, completely. I've always been balanced. I've always tried to see the other side of what Eric's saying. But for me, right now, 10 years as a manager, that's Eric Ten Hag in a job interview right there. That's Eric Ten Hag putting himself out into the market for other clubs. 10 years as a manager, 4 cup finals in a row, always getting the best out of the squad. Using excuses about not getting to certain points or certain levels in a season because of injuries and things like that. Honestly, right now I'm sick to death of the excuses. I'm sick to death. Fans are fed opinions, and that's why they're not happy. No, Eric. Fans are not going to the game tonight because they have seen enough this season. They've seen enough on Sunday. So a journalist or the media saying one thing or asking a difficult question that you don't want to answer is going to stop fans going to the game. Season tickets, they have paid for already up front that they are giving away. They are doing themselves out of money because they cannot be asked watching the shit that is going on the football pitch. They're the opinions that you should be looking into, Eric, not what the media are apparently feeding fans. It's a complete and utter nonsense what Eric Ten Hag has been talking about. And me as a fan, I feel disrespected that Eric has said that. He's basically trying to convince me, and I cannot handle when people try and convince me that something is happening when I can clearly see it's not. Stop telling me that I'm deluded by telling me that things are going right when I can clearly see that things are going completely wrong on the pitch. Stop trying to pull wool over the fans' eyes, Eric. Own up to mistakes that you've made. Own up to issues within the squad. Stop using excuses and start setting them standards like you walked into the door at Manchester United setting, and when you opened up your mouth for the first time in that press box, in that first press conference, saying United need to win every single game. The fact that he's saying this is why we are successful, man, I don't know if that's lost in translation. I really don't, but he then went back, and I'm not surprised the likes of Samuel Luckhurst have brought up the history of Manchester United and what Ten Hag has been saying. It's like people were saying, like, what was it now? Has the screen frozen? I don't think it's frozen, has it? I'm clear on my side. Can everyone let me know that everyone can see me okay? Refresh your screen, everyone. I think we're all right, to be honest. On my side, everything looks hunky-dory. I don't know what's happening. Can you hear me okay, guys? I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if you can hear me or not, guys. Or it's just the screen that's frozen. I cannot reset anything because I don't know why this is doing this right now. I don't know, guys. Someone, I'm getting a few messages through now. I was in mid-flow. Everything was fantastic, but for some reason my screen has completely gone kaput. I hope that's all right for everyone. I honestly don't know what is going on with this. I'm sorry, guys. I thought it was on a winner. I don't know why. It feels like I'm being completely sabotaged constantly at the moment. It really does. I know I've not pressed anything different, and everything should be fine. I don't know why this has stopped. It's crazy. I don't know what is going on. I really don't. Guys, I cannot help it. There's nothing I can do. Like, from my screen here, there's absolutely nothing that I can do. I can see it, Kaz. It's okay. I can see everything, but there's absolutely nothing I can do. You guys are just listening to me right now. I don't know what's wrong. If I try to reset something now, it might lose the stream altogether, which is a bit of a concern. I'm just looking into it. Oh God, really annoying. Like, everything on my side is working a-okay. I think. Just let me double check everything. I'm just going to try and do a little bit of jigging around here, guys. I was well in the groove then as well. Yeah, like, for some reason, things have just started. Oh, God, the amount of messages. Everyone is saying, yeah, I don't even know why there's a thumb there. It does feel like I've been hacked, guys. Like, seriously, like, that's how it feels like. It feels like it's completely out of my control. I'm having an absolute nightmare with technology at the moment. And, yeah, really not fair. Exactly. Like, I don't know what the bubble is on the screen. I don't know what is going on. Honestly, it's out of my control, and I'm stressing a little bit over it, but at least you can hear me okay, guys. God knows what is happening. It feels like I've just been hacked and something is happening. I'm just trying to play around with things just to try and figure out what is going on. Sorry about this, guys. I feel like I've let you down again with more technology issues here. I'm fighting against a losing battle at the moment. Honestly, that's what it feels like with this. Trying to stay calm at the same time, because you know what I'm like. If you watched the podcast yesterday, you'd have known one of my biggest bugbears is technology, and when it goes wrong, yeah, I cannot handle it. I really can't. But yeah, I'm talking about everything. It's completely thrown me out of what I was saying with Ten Hag and everything right now. And yeah, just so guys, what's happening? The screen is frozen. I apologize. There's absolutely nothing I can do apart from killing the stream completely, which I don't want to do because we've been talking into a lot. And I was going on about the issues I've got with Ten Hag personally after what he said in that press conference. Yeah, I can hear you, Kaz. It's all right. Yeah, I am. I'm talking. I think you're behind on my stream. Sorry, Kaz is just shouting up. I'll carry on talking away. I know you guys can hear me okay. So, yeah, we're talking like Samuel Luckhurst for one in terms of what he tweeted. And it's why I sort of like triggered something, because I actually forgot about the embargoed version of the press conference. I actually forgot the other quotes, and I was actually looking into it yesterday because I wanted to get some information about what he thought about the actual game itself against Sheffield United tonight. And that's the really frustrating thing about it. It's like the game is completely irrelevant right now as to what is going on in real time at Manchester United. And like Samuel Luckhurst put, Eric Ten Hag's been rewriting Manchester United's history, and he's putting new history books in. It's absolute ludicrous, like absolute nonsense is what it is. I said it so many times. I've just got a couple of super chats there. Colin says, Raphael Varane, go away. Yeah, everyone remembers it. And Ten Hag has hacked your screen, says the Honest Tiger. I think he has. I think he has hacked the screen. He really has. But I'm glad you guys are still in the room and actually listening in. You can see my weird face. Yeah, that's the face I pulled when Eric Ten Hag actually came out with this complete and utter garbage. I'm like, what are you thinking, Eric? Like, seriously. But you know what? When I thought about it afterwards, like, I'm not happy with it. I think he's absolutely taking the mick out of the fan base. He's calling the fans idiots, in my opinion, with this and what he said. And I just feel like we're at a stage now where he's just doing a bit of an audition for another job. It feels like he's talking on a job interview. Do you know what it reminded me of? Nostalgia, like that Jose Mourinho press conference. The respect, free for me, two for them, and all of that. And this is my biggest achievement ever in getting Manchester United to second in the league. Like, this is how Ten Hag is talking right now. It's very, very similar. And it it's really annoying. It is, because it's like he's talking about achievements that haven't been achieved. He's saying that we're successful. I'm going to go into what he also said regarding Ahmad, because this wound me up as well. It's like you talk about having no numbers in your squad, and he comes out with this. Erik Ten Hag on what Ahmad has to do to start games over Antony and Rashford. Ahmad deserves it, but don't forget he was injured for a long period of time, so we will rebuild him and give him opportunities. There is a lot of competition for his position. There's a lot of competition for his position. Honestly, yeah. Like, what's the point, though? If you're not going to play him, are you going to use injuries of what he's had before? When do you make the decision? When do you make the decision? That's what you need to know. And I'm just checking what's happening there. Yeah, I think there's a few people who is having issues with OBS today and the system. Yeah, there's nothing I can do with it while I'm live. Like, it's just one of them things. Sabotaging OBS, everyone, I think, is what it is. And yeah, we're back into what I was just saying, and I was thrown out by that. In terms of starting Ahmad and like using the injury excuse that he's been out, it's like he's been training for weeks. He's been available for weeks. He's constantly there on the bench thinking about when is he ever going to get on the pitch. And if you're not going to use him, then what is the point? Like, your time is running out as a manager at the football club. Why not try something different? Do you know what I mean? Like, what does Marcus Rashford have to do to get dropped? I think that question should have been put back at Eric. It'll make an excuse for why Rashford is still on the pitch. You'll make an excuse as to why he's still there. Ignore all of the bad bits that Marcus Rashford has done and just figure out something else, as to say to the journalist and everyone else asking questions about Marcus. Like, it's standards, and I think, it comes down to one rule for one and one for another. And I think Ahmad's got every right just to go, you know what, if Ten Hag is at Manchester United next season, and if I'm Ahmad, I'm walking straight away. Guys, if you are just tuning in and you can see me frozen, there is an ongoing issue with OBS today. I think a lot of people are struggling with it. So you can just hear me at the moment. The screen froze around about 10 minutes in. So we're just dealing with that. Lots of people have had problems with OBS apparently today. And yeah, it's it's a case of either turning it off and losing the stream and restarting again, or just going along with it and you can hear my voice and we're still talking. We have a gifted membership that has gone to Andrew, gifted by the Honest Tiger Legend. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you. Guys, do drop down in the description. Me and Kaz did our first podcast yesterday. It went live on our podcast channel. If you are unknown to this or have not seen it yet, drop in the description there. The link is there. United Couple is the channel. We are just using that as a podcast channel. We launched our first one last night, Kaz's debut. Please go and give it a watch. The link is there, like I said, at the top of the description, top link in the description. And go give it a watch. Subscribe to the channel and give us your support. Let us know what you think. And yeah, it's the best. It's the best. Honestly, like I'm struggling because I'm getting thousands of messages through from Kaz right now, trying to tell me what to do to get the screen back on. Let me just see if we can do this. I don't know if anything's changed. Oh God, I've lost my screen completely now. I'm still looking, trying to fix it. What is that? Like, seriously, I don't know why this is on or anything like this, but yeah, no, I can't. We're just gonna have to go with it, guys. There's nothing at all I can do to fix it. And we have already started the show, so yeah, we're done with trying to fix the screen, I'm afraid, guys. You're gonna have to put up with my ugly smiling mush for the rest of the show. I think what Kaz said there, I think we've got an Apple update and it's just killed everything. Like, Honestly, I hate upgrades and updates. They do nothing but cause issues as the original setup. Like, I really hope that this doesn't continue to be this way. God, please. I can't handle any more issues with the technology side of things. It's bad enough watching United on their own at the moment. It really is. But, yeah, into other news as well, guys. Like, I did talk there, like, Erik Ten Hag, proof is in people and their reactions, not living off opinions of journalists. And I'm just reading through all of the latest news that's coming through. Guys, there's absolutely loads coming through at the moment, news-wise, with United. Like, just hold on to your hats, because the bit I wanted to talk about was the bit in the Times, which read, Manchester United messaged club members on Monday afternoon telling them that more tickets had become available for Wednesday's match against Sheffield United due to the high number of tickets returned by season ticket holders. This is what I was saying. So, Ten Hag is saying that fans are reacting because they're getting opinions pushed out to them by the media. Like, fans make their own mind up. Fans talk with their feet. And right now, the atmosphere at Old Trafford, even the atmosphere in Wembley, was crap. Like, it was awful from United side of things. Like, they had the hardcore section that did their best, but honestly, I seen people leaving the seats at 2-0 up at half time, like, gone. Like, empty seats in the second half. Like, they'd given up. Like, they thought the game was over, fair enough, and probably wanted to get home early, but why would you go? Like, you've travelled all the way down to Wembley, and yeah, there may be some that have lived a little bit closer, because United do have fans all over the place. That is true, yes. We have allowed it, believe it or not. But yeah, it was dead. Like, it was really embarrassing seeing Coventry fans there celebrating their team's performance, having lost, and United fans had gone. Like, the banter that United fans are getting, we are embarrassed by our team at the moment. And for Ten Hag to tell us that we're not, that this is all being driven by the media, is complete and utter garbage. And in my opinion, is a disgrace from Erik Ten Hag. It really is. Like, I thought yesterday was a disgrace. Well, no, this is even worse. This is worse. And I'm not having it. Like, for me, definitely the end for Ten Hag. Like I said it before, I think he's auditioning, and I think he's done. I really do. I think he's done. Start screen, start recording, start virtual camera. No, sorry, I'm just trying to fix things as we're going along here, guys. But yeah, into the rest of the news as well, because there is some good news coming out as well, guys. Some very, very good news for Manchester United, and a certain player in particular, and that is Tyrell Malacia. He's back in the gym. We now have footage of Tyrell actually training and getting on with his recovery, which is really good. I can see him doing some Arnold presses on that video there. Lovely. And yeah, looking strong, looking lean. And like I said, we're not going to see him this season, but good to see a United player that's had an absolute trauma this season. Like, it's been horrendous for him. Like, my heart goes out to him. He's been dealing with an absolute nightmare injury situation. And it's just good to see him back in. Like, honestly, just to see pictures of him or videos of him, like, getting on with things, that's what it's all about. Nice and refreshing as a Man United fan. Can you keep Erik Ten Hag? No, not when he talks like that. Not. So I'm going to get into some of your comments now before we move on to the next bit of the show, guys. The guy has been looking for the sack for some time. Is it true players and manager are having a pay cut in the summer? Oh, Leo, you just brought me on to another bit there, so I might as well just quickly talk about that. But yes, Erik Ten Hag will face 25% pay cut as Manchester United manager next season after failing to qualify for the Champions League, like all staff. So players, manager, everyone involved takes a chunk if they don't qualify for the Champions League. So 25 grand less. 25% less. He might be thinking it's time to go. Ten Hag, like the vast majority of senior players, is on an incentivised contract at United related to team performances. Failure to secure Champions League qualification would trigger a 25% cut in salary for the season in which the team does not participate in that competition. That's from Mark Ogden. of ESPN. That pretty much should tell you, like, if Ten Hag needed convincing that the season was absolute crap, then there it is. Next season, everyone at the club's taking a big pay cut because you didn't perform. There. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Like, Ten Hag needs to look at that as well as big achievements that he's done in the past. How about looking at the present, Eric? How about looking at the now? The now is that United are underperforming. The now is we're out of the Champions League and the Carabao Cup at the first hurdle, and I've got the worst goal difference, the worst goals scored, and the worst points tally that we've ever had while being in the Premier League. So, yeah, it's bad. Like, never mind your 10 years as a manager, never mind your 10 years of getting the best out of your squad, which you've lying to us because you've not out of this one. And what he'll probably say past that is, yeah, well, I didn't have my full squad. Well, you never have a full squad. No one ever has a full squad to pick from. There's always injuries. So, yeah, let's have none of that. Let's not get into the excuse side of things again, Eric, shall we? But, yeah, we're looking at what Ten Hag has said there in the press conference yesterday. We're looking at fans not actually going to the game tonight. They can't be asked. Season tickets have been sent back to the club for members to use them tickets. Good to get other people in the stadium, yes, but honestly, the way that United are going, they are trying to phase out a lot of the hardcore season ticket holders. It's a bit of a, I don't know, a lot of fans have really gone in on this one, like the new season ticket structure for next season and how the e-tickets are produced. A lot of fans are not happy with it. It's to stop people sharing their tickets or giving it to a family member. It's like you pay up front for a season ticket and then they tell you how you should be going to the games. It's an absolute joke. It really is. Like, the excuse, this is just driven by the Glazers, I think, this side of things. It's like, you will not be able to get access to your QR code next season up until 3 hours before the game, just to stop people moving tickets and passing tickets on. Like, you have to have gone to a certain amount, I think 17 home games, or you don't get a chance to renew the season ticket next season. The amount of things that they're putting in and putting onto fans right now, match-going fans, it's an absolute nightmare for them because people cannot fully commit. There's like circumstances crop up all of the time. And you're actually worried now that if you don't go to a game, you might not be able to get your ticket next season. The pressure on fans, like, already, like, we're going to take your money up front. We're going to take that all off you. And then we're going to tell you that you cannot come back next season now if you miss a certain amount of games too. Oh, yeah, by the way, you're not allowed to give that ticket to a friend or a family member at all. You cannot pass that on. Their excuse is they want to fill the stadium every single game and make the best atmosphere. No, the reality of it is they want to fill the stadium by reselling your ticket because the only way that you can stay in line with these new rules is if you send it back to the club. You donate it back. Then what do? They sell it for an inflated price to someone else. There's seats that are near us that we pay, 50 to 60 quid for an average ticket. There's seats that are being sold because you get to go into an executive bit first and then go outside and sit on a normal seat. Some of them tickets are being sold for 400 quid when we're paying 60 for it normally. That's what the club are doing. That's where they're going with it. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's an absolute con, and the fans are being completely ripped off. And then you've got the manager trying to say that we're overachieving this season. We're paying all of this. We're being absolutely hung out to dry as football fans, not watching anywhere near decent enough football this season, and we're being ripped off for prices going up for the first time, and then we're being absolutely nailed down as to when we can and can't go to football matches or what we can do with our tickets, which we have already paid for. It's an absolute joke. And the club right now, the team, the manager, everything about Manchester United is in the mud right now with this fan base. And no one pays any attention to this. So when Ten Hag comes out and starts talking, someone needs to tell Ten Hag what the fans are actually going through right now. because it's not easy being a United fan. And I don't just mean that because of what we're doing and watching football-wise. Like, you're actually scared of your ticket and losing your ticket that you might have had. I'm a gold season ticket holder at Manchester United. If I don't get to a certain amount of gate, or something happens to me and I cannot get that ticket to the football club, then that's it. See you later. You don't have the option to renew for next season. This is what the club are doing. This is an absolute joke. It really is. And no matter how they try and spin it or how they try and turn it around, it is just a case of ripping the fan base off and making as much money as they can every single match day. That's what it is. And that's something that I do not like, I won't stand for, and I will keep bringing it up and putting it out in the public eye for people to know about continuously, because it's not on. The fans shouldn't be treated this way. They haven't even got an argument to say that they are supplying entertainment. Like, there's nothing entertaining about United unless you're a neutral. A neutral that is watching the circus, the capitulation of what once was a great football club, week in, week out on the pitch. Everyone laughing at the overpaid, underperforming, useless idiots that are in them shirts at the moment. That's what we're having to pay and worry about our season ticket over. Like, it's a lose-lose situation, isn't it? It's a lose-lose, and it is only the fans that will ever suffer in all of this. The players won't. The managers, yeah, they're under scrutiny like Ten Hag is for his job, but let's be honest, it's just a shambles. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. Into other news quickly. It's a normal match day today, guys. If you are just tuning in, guys, sorry about the screen, OBS and the software and everything going on with Apple with new upgrade stuff is having a bit of an issue, and it has just froze the screen 10 minutes into the video. You can hear me and everything is loud and crystal clear, but we cannot do anything about the screen at the moment. We're going to try and figure it out for tomorrow, because obviously today we are out and about. It's a late kickoff, so we won't get back in time to do a live show tonight. So we're going to have live outside of Old Trafford before the game, and then all of the match reaction and vlogs coming straight after the result and when we get outside of Old Trafford, guys. So make sure you tuned in for all of that later. The live outside probably going to be between 4:30 and 5 o'clock today, guys. So make sure you tuned in to that one as we do the full build-up and sort of like a full-on preview to the show. There's plenty of stuff going on. There's more news coming in regarding Jason Wilcox and what he's been doing and what he's been saying at Manchester United. I wanted to get onto that quickly. Jason Wilcox has told Erik Ten Hag he must play the new Manchester United way, starting against Sheffield United. If Ten Hag does not deliver a possession-based style of play in the remaining weeks of the season, his future looks limited. Stop talking about the limited, and if he does and if he doesn't, he's gone. He's finished. He's not going to be able to do it with this team. I think people are just putting it out there, and things from the club and maybe from Ineos are being put out there in the media right now as to say, prepare yourselves for Erik Ten Hag going, like making it clear that if he doesn't perform to this level, we all know he's not going to perform. So when it does come to Ten Hag going, they're going to have said, look, we tried to help him out and give him the opportunity, but he's failed, and this is why we've made this decision. I think that's what it is and where we're at with it. So yeah, it's disappointing that we're going to see the back of another manager, but he's sacking himself at the moment with the way he's talking. His team's sacking him as well. The performances are absolutely drab and desperate, and there's no way forward for Manchester United under Ten Hag. I'm fully convinced of that. Like, I would have loved to have seen him with a team next season, a different type of team and playing a certain style of football. But there's been no word of a contract extension. No manager goes into the last year of a contract without another offer on the table. That, for me, is another red flag for Ten Hag. The way he's talking like a defeated man, talking like he's in an interview in press conferences at the moment. My last 10 years, my last 4 years, Manchester United haven't achieved this cup success for so many years. Manchester United should not be a cup winning. We should not be branded as a cup side. Like, that's what we're being branded as at the moment. Manchester United are a cup team. It's not on. It's not United. And we refuse to accept them standards. Stop trying to convince us that we are something that we're not. You're trying to say that these standards that we've got and what we're achieving right now, everyone should be happy with. Well, I'm sorry. No, Eric. It's not going to happen. It's not going to convince anybody. Winning the FA Cup is going to be great because it'll be against Manchester City. And yeah, the conversation may change. But let's not ignore what everyone is going in on right now. No one's talking about the cup. If you lose it, then come back and fire back, Eric. But don't come firing back after the inept performances that we've had over the last few months. Since we come back from international break, this team and this club have been an absolute joke. An absolute joke. It's been a disgrace what we've been watching on the pitch. Into the comments we go. It's a joke about the season tickets. They introduced digital tickets only instead of the plastic tickets. How much have the Glazers made out of that? Yep, watch him starting Rashford again tonight. I think he's injured, Madison. If he does, then you know what? His argument about Ahmad and his injury goes out the window because Rashford hobbled off the pitch like he'd been shot at Wembley. So he should be nowhere near that pitch tonight if normal protocol is being followed. Flash Talk says, hat-trick for Ahmad tonight. Bring him on at half-time when we are 1-0 down. Win it 3-1. Ten Hag making half-time substitute. Wow, that'll be the day. It's not the manager, it's the team. Rashford is a glory man, greedy on the ball, never thinking of passing to Rasmus. Greedy is killing United. It is the manager, it is the players, it's everyone all together. I agree it is mainly the players, but Ten Hag has got Ahmad there, he won't use him. Ten Hag has got Anthony, who will probably give him more in a structure and a system than what Rashford will. He's left Rashford on because he's got a moment in him, that's it. It's hit and hope. That is Ten Hag's style of football. It's hope. There is no style of play. And he's trying to convince everyone that we've got a style of play. We haven't. Super chat in from Tom Porter. Thank you, mate. Eric Ten Bald has gone into full-on defensive mode. He has. He's lashing out. And again, like I said before, that is a sign that Ten Hag's time at Manchester United is almost up. That's how I see that. I think it's very similar to what happened with Jose Mourinho. Lashing out, Ralph Rangnick lashing out, going on about the history, what they have achieved in the past. It's full on. Who wants to come and get me and take me away from Manchester United? That's what it is. Sick of seeing people say it's not Ten Hag, it's players, it's both. Are you blind and deaf? Says Gray. I can't say that on screen, Gray. The normal screen name. Sorry. Haha, lots of fans are not agreeing with you, Adam. Elmander, that's fine. I don't know why it's funny. Lots of fans don't agree with a lot of things that I say. I'm telling you now, fans do their talking with their feet. And what I said before, people landing their season tickets in because we can't be asked going to the game, tells you everything you need to know. Everything you need to know. Let's see. Can you hear Ajax calling Eric? Says Fred. Henry says, Adam, I watched the under-18s last night. Enjoyed it. They played well. It is like that. The under-18s, under-21, they're a breath of fresh air. They really are. S. Madison says, he's waiting for the sacking money. Hope he takes Anthony with him. I doubt it. I want Rashford gone since 2019. Imagine 4 or 5 years watching this guy starting week in, week out, especially in holidays. Rasmus has to go to a KFC drive-thru to get proper service. UK Strange is in. Hello, mate. Has the screen froze or is it just me? Yeah, technical issues with OBS today. Apparently, it's a update Apple thing. Everyone is suffering with it. My screen froze pretty much 10 minutes in, and we've just had to go along with it for the sake of the stream and losing it and having to restart everything again. With no idea if it would have worked. We had the sound, so we just rolled with it, mate. So Jim Radcliffe, please pay Dan whatever he wants to sort this crap out, says Leo Stefanet. Next presser or interview, we need Adam's voice doubled over Eric's. Yeah, we do. And guys, please do drop down in the description. There's a link there right at the top for mine and Kaz's podcast, our first one. The new channel, United Couple. It's a podcast channel on YouTube, guys. Please do go over and subscribe. Watch the first episode which dropped yesterday. Give us your feedback, give us your praise or whatever. Even your critique, it doesn't matter. We like all feedback. Just go and watch it, show your support. Let us know what you think. That would be fantastic, guys. Thank you. Make sure that you download the SofaScore app. Bottom right-hand corner of your screen there, guys. Brilliant football app, bringing you all up-to-date stats, player ratings, information, odds, everything you need in-game and out of game with transfer news and other news going on at the football club. Is the best football app out there, guys. The quickest, ranked top 20 in the App Store, and it is free. Get downloading it, guys. Use our link and our QR code. Link in the description. QR code right there, bottom right-hand corner, guys. Get onto that. And that helps the channel out as well. Carl B. Jacob, welcome to the Members Club. Gifted by Fred. Thank you, Fred. Brilliant stuff. Even with people not being able to see me moving and the screen frozen, we've still got our audience today, which shows how good this community is here on FUTV. I can only apologise for all the technical issues, guys, right now. Everything has been updated, upgraded on Apple, and a lot of things have gone a little bit south. Let's just say that. Not ideal. Not ideal, but hey, we move on and we try and get past it. Try not to stress too much, which I do a lot. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you all staying in there with us. Absolutely love you all. Please give the video a like. We're nearly at the 200 mark, guys. Brilliant effort again from you guys. Love all of your contributions, the new members and the super chats today as well. Please give the video a like before we leave. I will be back, and you will be able to see me later as well, instead of a frozen screen. I'll go through some more details of stuff I wanted to as well on the show. Round about 4:30 today, guys. We're going to be live with the warm-up to the game this evening. So, yeah, make sure you're tuned in then, guys, as well. Like, share, and subscribe. If you are tuning in for the first time, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. The description has all of our links, including Optimally Me, as well as you can see on the screen there. Bringing the doctors to your home. No queuing, no waiting, no stressful anxiety in waiting for blood tests or going to the doctors. They send it straight to your home and give you results within 48 hours, guys. Get onto it. Use my discount code there as well. Much appreciated if you do, but let's try and keep everyone healthy. Optimally Me, be your optimal self. There's a line for you right there. And guys, I'm going to finish on that note. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your patience with all the tech issues and everything going on with OBS and Apple today. Not good, not ideal, but hey, we move on, we move past. We'll be back at 4:30 today for the warm-up show. I'll see you all then, guys. Have a fantastic afternoon, and let's go United.